sweet teeth, welcome back to another Disney-tastic video with your girl, Morgan Gaming. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys my top 5 least favorite experiences that I've had in the Disneyland and the Disney World park. Yep, I'm talking about both because I've been to both. I'm going to include incidents like babies exploding their butts in bathrooms and wheelchair grandmas, all that jazz. So let's roll our way into number 5. Number 5, we're going to start with what I like to call the mouse droid dilemma. So it was a normal day in Disneyland. I was with my family, and my sibling, they had been booking like all of our fast passes, and in order to reward them, one of my parents decided to buy them a fucking $500 or $400 mouse droid as a reward. It was remote controls, super cool. And by the way, my sibling doesn't even have it anymore. He literally just like lost it, but I don't even care. But I remember me and my girl Katie, we were pissed. We were crying, we were screaming, and in fact, we were pooping. It was so annoying to get like, it was really dumb, and I really hated that we get stripped away with that. I was crying at the top of my lungs. It sounded a little something like this. Me and Katie were fussy girls, but trust me, Katie is way more fussy than me, so don't come attacking me in the comments. Alright, we're going to move our way to number 4. Number 4, I like to call little kid can't control roller coaster. So at Disney World, me and Katie were waiting in line for Expedition Everest, and some girl in front of us, she had like an LOL doll backpack and frozen lemonade. She was super cool and super sweet, and she was like even littler. And the kid was crying. He was scared to go on the ride. But the kid in front of her, he was crying because he was too scared to go on Expedition Everest. He was pulling on his mom's sleeve, and he was like chucking her phone. And then the mom was like, "Oh my god!" And it was really crazy. Like I was like, "Whoa, you gotta control your anger issues." And it just like didn't seem like he was gonna do it. And we actually were on the same car as him on the ride, and I saw him and he was screaming the whole time. And then after it, he was like, "Oh, that was really fun." So it's really annoying for you to make the fuss about it, huh? Moving its way into the number 3 spot, I have wheelchair grandmas on Ariel's Adventures, whatever the hell that ride is. This is also in Disney World, and this also happened to me and Katie. We were enjoying ourselves on the one, the only Ariel ride, or whatever it's called, and the ride would break down every 5 or so seconds for a wheelchair grandma to get on the ride. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. And when they were getting on the ride, I could hear them breathing. I could hear them groaning. It went a little something like this. Ah! Yup, grandmas are crazy. Alright, number 2 is something that actually I did that I'm so ashamed of myself. But basically, we were in, again, Disney World, Hollywood Studios this time. We had gotten up early, and we were heading to go get our boarding group for Rise of Resistance, which we did get. We got a super early group. But then we decided to hop in line for Millennium Falcon, and the line was super long, and we were like about to miss our boarding group, and we did. And then after we built lightsabers, after we went on Millennium Falcon, by the way, spoiler alert, Millennium Falcon is a horrible ride and super boring. But yeah, some magical lady on the tablet, she fixed it up, and we got to go on Rise of Resistance with even a fast pass. So now let's move on to the next part. This is number 1. This is the baddest of the worst. Again, in Disney World, I was heading to the Adventureland bathrooms, and right when I walked in, it smelled like an aroma of diarrhea and poop. And I looked to my left, and this gigantic baby laying out on this baby stroller, hamper, koala care thing, like locked and loaded diaper full of shit. It was crazy, and the baby was crying. It was like throwing the poop at the mom, and they looked at me and said, "Hey, bitch," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then the baby threw poop at me and Katie. We were assaulted, and they were actually escorted off at the premise of Disneyland, and we were assaulted by a baby throwing poop. It was ridiculous. It was so gross. I almost threw up inside my mouth. It was so gross. And then I had to go home and go back to the hotel and get myself cleaned off. I got back, and then I went on Space Mountain and kind of cured my anxiety. But yeah, those are my top 5 least favorite experiences in the Disneyland and Disney World parks. There wasn't much experiences in Disneyland, but there still was some. And I'm going to go get Katie, and I'm going to let you guys know what Katie's worst experience was. Katie, come here. What was your least favorite experience in a Disney theme park?
I think my least favorite experience is when it was the end of the day and our first day at Disney World, and Morgan was crying because she thought we were going to go on Mine Train, and I was just like feeling really bad for my family, so that has to be my least favorite experience ever.
Shut the fuck up!